Hey, how we doing? Technical things again. Issues. So I've got no lapel mic. My radio mic just decided that it didn't want to communicate with the software anymore. So as I just put in my messenger, I suspect I've got to update the software because I've changed to Windows whatever it is. Windows 5095. But yeah. At least you can hear me. Well, it looks like you can hear me because of the things going up and down, so it must be good. It must be good. So we've got a few in already. We've got Tim in. Hi Tim, how are you? Total Eclipse. Have I got that one? I'll have to have a look in a minute. Tim, see if I got that one. Afternoon, Aaron. Yeah, it sort of don't know what it's doing here either, Aaron. Same sort of weather. Hi Joe, good morning to you. Coffee brewing. Ralph's in, getting a teapot. Yeah, it sounds like you're too healthy there, Aaron, at the moment. So fingers crossed they can sort you, mate. What? Things come off the bench here for some reason. What's going on here? I haven't caught up on Tim's series on that radio yet. There's so much I can't watch at the moment. Hi Mike Cass, how you doing, mate? Hi Bob's in. How you doing, Bob? Picked up an R5000, very nice. Yeah, so it looks like my drivers are out of date. So there we are. I suspect that's the problem. It was working fine last week, wasn't it? But, you know, that's 7 days ago. Hi Rob Tiveridge, how are you? Good afternoon to you as well, mate. Tom and Susie are in. Hi Tom, hope Susie's good. Benji's in. Hi Benji. TV's behind. Did I see Rob Head pop in there? Yeah, there's Rob. How you doing, Rob? Rob's radio channel. Hi, Rob. Malty's in. Yeah, I know, Aaron. It's strange, isn't it? Because I upgraded it about 3 weeks ago, and last week it was working fine. But for some reason it stopped. But I did mess about with it a lot last week, didn't I? If you remember, we were playing about trying to get audio and trying to connect the Spectrum to the computer, which was an absolute nightmare. Hello, and we've got a wasp in here now. That's nice. How did he get in here? How did that get in here? Oh, guess I'll let a wasp out in a minute, or bat it, one of the two. What's the bet I get bit by that thing? Chris, how you doing, mate? You tired? Yeah, join the club, mate. Hi, Gavin. Hi, Anthony. So I've had a bit of a nightmare with this cassette deck. Well, I say that. I mean, you know, clearly last week we had a stretched bout. Now, whether that was causing it not to load the games, there was some debate as to whether the joystick adapter was stopping it working. There was lots of potential problems, but we could not fully load a game. They did start loading, so it did sound like there was a bit of life in the cassette, but I think it was missing bits of data which cocked it all up. Now this wasp is going to need to go, I think. Otherwise I'm going to get stung. They love me. Anything that bites, I get bitten by it. Freezer spray will fix it. Yeah, good call. Freezer spray is right up over there. Yeah, I could upturn the air duster. It's a big one as well. It ain't a baby one. I ain't got my swatter up here either. Oh well. We'll deal with that in a minute. 3-mile run. Oh, well done, Rob. Is that for charity? Black sticky goo belts. Oh, I love those. I love those. So yeah, the dilemma was I managed to find someone selling the actual belts for this cassette recorder. Amazingly, I thought I'd have to measure them and mess about and all the rest of it, but I got a set of 2 belts here for £5.97 from eBay. That for the CCR 700 data recorder, drive and tape. So a message from Sue and Steve saying thanks for helping keep the 80s and 90s computers alive. It's nice of them. But I come up this morning, I thought, right, I'm going to crack on with this. I'm going to see if I can get this thing running. Well, I'm not going to do the belts yet. I'll do them on the stream. But I've got a Roberts cassette deck here, which I used to use to record audio from my scanners. I used to like listening to stuff. I used to go to work and leave this thing. I don't know if you've seen one of these. I'll stick it on the main camera a minute. So this is a Roberts C9950, and I haven't played this for years and years, but I thought, well, this was a good quality deck. You know, it's got long play on it as well, so I can literally record all day long on this thing. It's got Vox, so it's got voice activation as well. So you plug your scanner in here, into your line in, and put it on play and record, but on Vox. So as soon as a signal's heard, it starts recording. When the signal stops, it stops again. So you end up at the end of the day, you know, coming home and you've got like hours and hours worth of footage to go through. I mean, I used to listen to Airband on it mainly. That was the main thing I used to listen to. So yeah, it's a great little thing, but I haven't used it for years, so I thought, I wonder if it'll work. And sure enough, it works, and I can load games. So that tells me the Spectrum is sort of okay. There may be other issues with it, but it's sort of okay. I can actually load and play games through this thing. But as I say, this is a bit lumpy and bulky, and this is the WH Smith one, which is, I've cleaned the frontlet, all nice and shiny. Looks a bit better, doesn't it? So I cleaned that yesterday. But yeah, I couldn't find these belts anywhere. I could not find these belts anywhere today. I literally ripped the place apart and couldn't find them. Oh, sod it. So I thought I'll go and have my shower, have something to eat, and I'll give it another thought. And the only place I hadn't looked was the recycling bins outside. And sure enough, I'd thrown this in the outdoor bins. I'd thrown it away because it's folded over. It just looks like a bit of eBay paper, doesn't it? You just like screw it up and throw it in the bin. That's what I did. Luckily I found it, because I got no belts anything like that. So we need to get them fitted today, and I'm not sure whether we ought to look at the capacitors as well. They're not great quality caps in this thing, so I have pulled it further apart than it was, because I needed to get at the little belt here. So oh, I know what was that. Oh, my cap stand's dropped out. Oh well, gives me a chance to clean that, doesn't it? Yeah, so there's bits of belt stuck to, pardon me, stuck to that. I got the screws in there for that. It also gives me a chance to have a good clean. Now I thought the head looked all right on this, but now it's out of the case. It's in a hell of a mess. It's in a right state. Look. Well, look at the state of the head on that and the pinch roller. I thought it didn't look that bad. Oh well. So we've got to do that. Demagnetize it. But yeah, the question is, do we tackle the caps on it? Because there's lots of cheapy, nasty caps in it. I don't know. The problem is where you've got it this far apart, it's worth looking at, probably, isn't it? Anyway, it's a bit of a mess at the moment. There's stuff hanging off of it everywhere. It's just like a train wreck, isn't it? Mike Cass, thank you, mate. I do like the new blue stream elements. Let's catch up with we chat. After the beer, there's no beer in here at the moment, Benji. I don't know how it's got in here because all the windows are closed in here. I'm gonna have to try and let it out a minute. Let me try and sort this wasp out because it's flying around, struggling here. I'm gonna whack it with that big ruler. I'm not giving it much. It's seen me now. Well, I whacked it, but I don't know if that's just made it angry. Can't see it. There it is. If I can get that window open. Go on. Go on, Mr. Waspy. Go out and play with some flowers or something. Go on. Get out. Ugh. Go on. There it goes. Whew. Danger over. Wasp has left the building. Right. Sorry about that. Operation Wasp is complete. Bizarre, how you doing, mate? For Northern Ireland Air Ambulance. Nice. Aaron's saying he would replace all the caps. It was a bit of luck finding that, Joe, wasn't it? How are the rubbers on the motor? Yeah, they look okay. Still got a bit of boing in them. A little bit of boing in them. The Wasp Cruncher. Alan Dawson, how you doing, mate? I tell you what, the sound this thing makes is unreal. I loaded up a couple games. In fact, I managed to load Elite this morning as well, but it absolutely baffled me. It seems to be hellish complex. I don't know. You know, I was more one for the simple games back in the day. I managed to load up Chase HQ and Mercenary, but I think there's a problem with either the joystick or the joystick interface. So I can get it to work off the keyboard, but the joystick is not looking good. Da Vinci 10, how are you, mate? Your first computer was the Timex Sinclair ZX81. Nice. Thanks for subscribing, JT. Wash the case and buttons in the sink. Took forever to load on cassette, but Flight Sim was awesome. Yeah, I've got a Microprose flight simulator here somewhere as well. We'll dig the games out in a bit. We'll dig the games out. Keep the wasp as a pet. What I'll do is I'll bottle him up and send him over to you, Rob, and keep you company. A bit of a learning curve with Elite, bizarre, is there? Manic Miner. Yeah, I've obviously got some classic games down there, but I can play chess. I've got the chess game that was bundled with these things back in the day. Anyway, we need to get this sorted. If this fails, I have got a backup, so we will be able to play some games at the end. It means losing this main camera here that we're looking at now, but that's not a problem. So what should we do? Well, I think we need to clean everything before we stick the nice new belts in. Let's hope that they do fit after all this. It's got a very, very dusty speaker. And if it doesn't load, we can mess about with the azimuth maybe. Right, let's get a bit of dust off the speaker. Let's sort this. Of course, I've got no wipes up here, have I? I'll go and get me wipes in a minute. So that's flying in here now. I just hit that one on the head and he flew straight back out the window. This is why we've got the wasp. And Mrs. Cruncher's got all the windows open up here. She's had to shoot into work today, so she won't be home till about 4:15, 4:45. So we're home alone. Me and the doggies till then. Right. Where are we then? Let's give this a clean first. The old capstan. Bit of isopropyl. Get rid of all the tape debris on there. Fair bit. All sorts of other nastiness living on it. Let's do the capstan itself. Nice. Alright, that was clean. There's a bit all over the place. There's lots of bits hanging off of it. I could undo it all fully, but I'm still not going to be much better off. That looks like that just lifts out of there. That'll be one last thing. Actually, yeah, we can. Let's get it out of this case, because this is a pain in the backside, it holding on like this. Transformer, you can't see, can you? Zoom you out a bit. Transformer. A little bit of thread lock on there. Stop it rattling off, I suppose. Just got our black and yellow wires. That's going to be quite tricky to where the hell are they connected to? Okay, well the black one goes to there. Ah, sorry, I'll just snip them off. Black and yellow. There we go. Get that out of the way. Makes it a bit easier to work with. Not a lot, but a bit. The speaker's gonna come a cropper if I'm not careful. Lots of other very tight wires on this record playback switch. Oh, there's a lot of caps in here. Oh no, there's loads of them. Look at them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 caps in the thing. Shall we do them? Looks like those diodes have got very hot, so certainly. Of course, this is fed directly with 240 volts, isn't it? So we've got the bridge rectifier in here as well. Looking a bit worse for wear. Nice and close to all the metal work. That's where our capstan goes through there. The rubber tires look okay on it. Luckily, fast forward rewind. No, I'm gonna have to get a thinner one to get in there. Oh, I've done those then. It's a very strange looking pulley. Does it even go around that one? Got like a V groove in the pulley itself. Okay, we'll clean the. So we'll clean the little switch as well. It's not looking the greatest. Yeah, that was pretty mucky. So put a drop of deoxit on that as well while we're at it. To be fair, it ain't going to take me long to whip these Bounce out. Bounce? Where's a goat? What are you on about, goat? I know. It's not going to take long for me to whip the caps out, that's what I was trying to say. It's all really tight on the wiring here, though. There's some lace in here I could undo to make it a bit easier, I suppose, but then you need to do it back up again after. I should be able to get at most of them. We've got the dreaded record playback switch there, so that's going to need a good dosing in deoxit. Let me grab that a minute if I can find it. We'll do that while the desoldering tool's warming up. So that's this thing here. This little thing here. Let's get you in a bit closer, because I've sort of gone from one extreme to the other, am I? Yeah, this one here. Let's go down through that, ideally. That's good old pulling about. There's not much movement on that one. Loads and loads of contacts though. So usually that's what causes a lot of these things to malfunction, is that damn switch. So many contacts. Ideally you want to take it out, strip it right down and chuck it in an ultrasonic or something, but we ain't got that. Okay. So the first one, let's just go from the power supply backwards. We've got one here then, which is straight across there. That's the filter cap after the bridge. See if I can get the desoldering tool out. I'm gonna have to move everything now. Ivan, how you doing, mate? Correct speed of the deck. No worries, mate. I would say it works on my other one, so that is a good sign. Just got to try and get the desoldering tool out from underneath all of this other wiring and speakers and all sorts of stuff. Right, okay. Desoldering tool is free. Should be able to get it back in again. I'm going to have to have a noisy microphone for a minute because I've got no what's the name on it. Yeah, it's bound to be worth doing it, isn't it? Right, let's see if we can get these things out. Where is he? I think he's there. Is that you? Yeah, it's in there. Got that yellow wire on it. So this is 1000 microfarads stuck down with the nasty goop. And is it marked positive and negative? No, it's not. Yes, it is. So 10 volts, 1000 microfarads. See, like size wise, I'll tell you what, they're much smaller than this now. I've got a 25 volt low ESR there. That's a bit smaller, isn't it? It's the same size as a 50 volt cap, that is. Right. them handy. Really not sure what to do with this once it's done, whether to keep hold of it and keep it in my collection of retro gaming machines, but the problem is I can't play them all and they just end up sitting there doing nothing, don't they? That's the problem. Same with my radios. So I've started getting rid of some of the radios that I was going to keep. Just getting rid of this old nasty glue here a minute. Stick a bit of hot glue on there if really needed. I suppose it's there to stop it touching stuff, isn't it? Gotta be careful not to pull any wires off, it's going to be game over. And let's take a picture of some of these wires a minute, because this is going to be the thing in it. I'll end up pulling a wire off and I won't know where it's come from. It's all very hanging on there at the moment. Let's take some pictures. There's another green in there. So for this thing. You bet your life they'll jump off when you least expect it. I really ought to take that speaker off, didn't I? Let's take that off, save damaging it. That out of the way. Right, that makes it a bit healthier, doesn't it? Right. Stick that one in there. And we get a bit of capacitor bingo in a minute. For those fans of capacitor bingo. I need to go and get me the finger, because there is no finger up here at the moment. I must remember that goes back on there. Oh, it doesn't bridge there though, does it? Get off. Get off. Okay. No bridging. There's not any info out there on this cassette deck at all. The only reference I can find to it is the chap selling the replacement rubbers for it. Rubbers? Belts. Rubbers. What the hell? Right, that's that one done. We've got one down here. That's a bit confusing, because the which one is the negative then? Okay, it's the coloured in bit that's the negative. Well, that's there. Yeah, these won't take long to do. Might as well do them. I mean, this may still not work afterwards, but there's no ICs or anything like that in it. What does that say? I can't see that. 50 volts, 2.2. Someone's messaging me. Is it important? Let's have a look. Aston, it's found a diagnostic file to play into my ZX. Wow, thank you, Aston. You're not throwing your trousers up with a rubber. Gio, how you doing, mate? And Secret Engineer Rich. If it works, you're going to take 15 quid. It's gonna work, Rich. Have faith. Have faith. It is a bit junk, but it is what came with the machine, and it is of its age, isn't it? I mean, the Roberts one. I bought that. I wouldn't say recently, but certainly I bought it in the last. I bought it brand new. That Roberts tape deck. Any there? No. So our next one is over here. So these are all pushed down flat on the board, so as they don't foul any of the mechanism. It's this one here. There's none that physically look like they're knackered yet, but you never know, do you? I think that's there. It won't take me long to get them out, and these aren't expensive caps I'm putting in. What's this one? Oh, I've got something different again. This is a 47 microfarad at 10 volts. I would suspect that these caps will all be knackered though, so I don't think we're wasting our time here, especially if it works. It could be expensive for Rich if it does. Don't forget, it did almost work last week. I think our only issue was, well, there was two issues I think. One is the filthy tape Mac, you know, the dirty head, and the capstan, which the pinch roller, which would have been slipping probably. Both those things would have stopped it working properly. Plus the dodgy belt, which we've spent £5 something on. And if you look these up online, you can buy these decks, but they're not cheap. I don't know why, because years ago you could pick these up for like £1. Nobody wanted these, but for some reason they've gone through the roof now. What's this one? 4.7 at 30. Let's just double check that the other one's not 4.7. It was definitely 47, wasn't it? Yeah, 47. This one is a 4.7. It's annoying when they do that, just to catch you out, isn't it? So we need to have a vote who thinks this is going to work and who thinks it isn't. I think this is going to work. So I'm going in the it's going to work camp. Rich is definitely in the it ain't going to work, it ain't worth the bother. But yeah, place your bets. Will it or won't it work? It won't work if I pull the wires off and can't work out where they go. Okay, we're cracking on. That's 4 done. We're really steaming ahead now. Let's get this one out next. Another 47. Another 47 at 10 volts. I think that was bent that way. I think that was bent that way. It was, okay. That one in there, which is all over the place. Where are you two? So there and there. Is a 4.7. This is confusing, isn't it? 4.7, 47. Oh, we're really ripping through them now. Let's lay that down, push that down. Sounds like a song coming on there. Lay that down, push that down. What have we got here? This looks a bit lumpier. 10 volt, 100 microfarad. Chuck another 10 volt with 100 in then. And this one is 25 volt. Just crack these in and then I'll catch up with the chat in a sec. Sneaky one up here. Facing forward. What are you? A 10 at 47. Soldering iron tip's a bit mental for this really, but it'll work. Right, this one up here. Danish, how you doing then? Christoph's in. I'll catch up in a minute. I'm saying these are just cheap sort of generic caps really, they're not. They're RC branded. 10 at 220. Getting bigger. At 220. That one there. Do that one. 47. You don't need a large variety of caps to do this, do you? 47s and 4.7s mainly. Right, got a big one in there. Yeah, see, some of these caps will have seen a fair bit of life because they'll be across the motor, that sort of thing. Motor start caps. What's that one? That's another 220 at 10. See, that compares height-wise to that one. It's about the same. Right. Move the truck on that one as well. It's okay though. Just going to brace that across because I have moved the track a little bit. It's not broken it, but it's not to say it won't in the future. Always one, isn't there? You actually can't see it, I just noticed it moved. It moved a fraction. There she blows. Just give that a bit of rigidity, that's all. Two to go, this one here. And then we'll see if that was a total waste of time by testing them. Another 220 at 10. the last one in there. At 47. Glue that cap in. There's another fly in here. Is that all done? Yep. Can I get in on the volume pot with some switch cleaner? Give it a go. Well, Joe, how are you? Right, I'm just going to get some switch cleaner a minute, just to put, not switch cleaner, potentiometer cleaner. Let's give that a squirt in that one. So I'm sure scratchy volume won't help it either. Let's turn that off. Straighten that up. Get rid of that. Whew, take that off my head. Get this one down. Right, how are we doing? Let's catch up with some chat here. Bob Anderson, thank you very much, Bob. Nice bass response on the mic with the air pump. Turn up the subwoofer. Yeah, it is quite a bassy mic, this, isn't it? Gier, how you doing, mate? Tried loading a game as MP3 or WAV from file from PC or MP3. Had to do that on a Sharp MZ731. Belts are to be called rubbers. Yeah, no. You know. Aston, you just uploaded a diagnostic file to play into your ZX Spectrum. Use your phone or computer via a lead and it would test all the bits of your specky. Thanks for that, Aston. I can link it up to the computer, I think. I can't link it up to the phone because it's one of these modern phones with no bloody headphone jack. Dances with the Aardvarks. How you doing, mate? Welcome. I'll tell you what, I'm going to have to go and get the Get the finger to pop in because I'm getting dry. How you doing, Christoph? Tim thinks it'll work. Oh, it was almost working, wasn't it? You'll beat Richards off and tip £50 if you quit now and throw the whole lot in the bin. Oh damn! I spotted that too late, Danish. Oh dear, bro. How you doing, Paul, anyway, mate? Yeah, Christoph's been having a go at one as well, hasn't he? Vectrix, yes I do, Aardvarks. I've had one here a couple times. In fact, I've got the option to buy one if I want it, but it's probably going to set me back an arm and a leg, I expect. Listen, you don't need to do a lot to them. Aardvarks is just a fantastic bit of kit. And they are very expensive to buy now. Very expensive to buy. A dozen cassette decks still to do. I've probably got half a dozen here still to do. Just catching up. Heige is what brings immigrants. What on earth is Heige? Have I missed something else here? Best game with no colour clash is Golf, but it's for the 128. Manic Miner. I'll have to see if I got that one. Welcome, Derek, you lurker. Andy Beck, how you doing, mate? Not seen you for ages. Hope you're okay. Still catching up, still catching up. Still hello to Joe. Pytrax. Jeff, how you doing, mate? You'd be interested to speak to some of the inventors. See what makes them tick. Well, some of them are still about. A lot of the Amiga guys are still about, aren't they? Right, let's have a quick look at a couple of these caps then, shall we? Let's have a look, see whether this was worth doing. So we've got 1000 microfarads at 10 volts. Look, you ever think about that? And I'll go and get myself a bottle of beer in a minute. I've only got beer and cider. Well, I've got a drop of wine actually. I might have a drop of wine. Cider's a bit rough. So 1000 microfarads at 10 volts. You'll lose me off mic because I've not got my radio mic working today, but I feel the need for a finger. So much stuff on the bench last week. I am back with beer. The finger. Oh yes. Going in. have you had a guess yet on what this 1000 microfarad's going to read? For those who have just joined us, this is what we call capacitor bingo. It's basically just looking to see if there's any bad caps, but having a guess what the capacitor tester's likely to say. Whew. Just making a cuppa pop, no worries, mate. Higgy. Was it Higgy? Higgy? 0, Jeff. Open, you reckon? Could be. But I say, it was sort of working, wasn't it? It didn't sound like it was playing the right speed. There is a little hole to adjust the speed by the looks of it, if we needed to. Let's get some of this crap off while we're waiting for the guessing. Just going to get rid of this dust and muck in here. God, that counterbout has gone. Well gone, that has. I'm going to spray some of this panel cleaner onto the bits there. We probably want something in front of that, stop us spraying the whole lot. I don't want to be spraying my beer. Just let that settle in for a minute. Right, are we all done? I know we're still going. The bishop's finger. He goes in so nice. Anyway, cheers everybody. Give that a little bit of tooth brushing. Hopefully that'll get rid of all the nastiness, all the bodily fluids off of there. Make it a healthier place to be. So if you're not subscribed, then hit that subscribe button and pop in and say hello. We don't bite. Right, let's push a button then. Let's see. $908. Didn't we have a 908? Didn't somebody say 908? Oh, 980, Bob. 908. 895 looks pretty close. It looks like, pardon me, Mike Cass, 895. Ideal. So we've got 3 220, so I'm going to test all three at once. Do you want to have a go at 220? 3 220s. I'll carry on cleaning while you are having a guess at that. Don't want to hold up proceedings. Let's grab a few of these out because we're going to need them. A few cotton buds. I'm just going to give the tape mecha clean while you're having a guess at the 220 microfarads. Let's see if we can get this thing any cleaner because it is pretty manky. Cleaning the whole tape path. Oh, that's come up nice. This Capstan roller's a bit worse for wear though. He's had a fair few tapes through this one. Whoa, look at the state of this. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that or not. Whoa. Put some meaty tapes. There's a lot of computer data on that on that tip. Yeah. Just as well people are archiving some of this stuff, isn't it? I mean, it's all very well saying that you're pirating stuff and all that, but you know, someone needs to digitize this stuff to preserve it for future, don't they? Otherwise it'll all be lost when all the tapes die, which they will. Yuck. So how are we doing with the 220 then? I just remembered I forgot to put the washing out, but I think it's raining, so I might be able to get away with that. That's much better. Yeah, that's pretty dirty, that one. That's not black rubber, that's brown tape residue. Okay. Head's cleaned, that's cleaned. Let's try these 220s then. What's Rob been doing now? Has he been doing the caps again? What's he been doing? Yeah, he's doing the caps. Rob's done the caps. Thanks, Rob, but your caps lock's jammed on again, mate. You bought them all on CD back in the 2000s. BASF is quality. Right, let's try these then. I'm just going to scat through these now. So you got 3 goes at being a winner here. 202, pretty good. There's no dodgy ones yet. 202, got the low. Should see if they've had a bit of wear, but 202. Whoa. $205, so anywhere between 202 and 205 and you're a winner. Who have we got? 222, so yeah, 195 for Mike. Pretty close. I think it's Mike, isn't it? Was it Bizarre? $208 for Gier. That's pretty close. Right, what else have we got? We got 100 then. Let's try the 100. 100 microfarads then. So far, all the caps are good. Can we get that one out of there? Let's get this rubbishy winder tape counter belt off, stuck to the pulley. It's a bit slack, that one. So this is dataserveretro.co.uk. So yeah, you can see the difference in the belt size. Look, you know, it's definitely stretched, the old one. Now the thing is, can we get the thing in there? Can we get it on the pulley without wrenching any wires off anywhere? Why won't you go on there? There he is. Very close to the... Very close to the back plate there. Right, let's try the 100 then. 97.7. Radio 1. I think these are all going to be good now. I'm going to scat through and do the rest of these now. Just have a look, see what they are. We've got 4.7s. How many of these have we got? 4.7. We got one. So 47. 47. So 4.7's next then. 2.2. 4.7. 4.7s then. Let's have a look at these. I'm just now going to scat through them just to see if there's any dodgy ones. It doesn't look like there is though. 4.25, fairly high ESR, but not too bad. They've gone slightly low unless there's an issue with my machine, but 4.2. Let's try the 2.2. .09. Yeah, these are all okay. I'm surprised. I'd have thought we'd have had some dodgy ones here. But these all seem pretty good. 47's reading 49. Slightly high ESR. 1.18, but not too bad. Another one. .48. 1 ESR. Very good, these. Can you use these again, look? No, we can't. 50. All around the 1 ESR mark. But then that's not too bad for 47. Another 50. And the last one. 44. So yeah. None of those really bad. None at all. Strange. Right, let's put a little tiny drop of super lube on this capstan itself. Gonna push that back up in there. Don't want to get any on the actual bit that the tape's in contact with, so I'm going to stick it down the bottom here. Did have some sort of grease on it before. Very tiniest drop. Right at the base. Come on. There we go. Let's stick our other belt on. Put more back. Okay, now this is fun. Where did this belt go then? Ah, of course it's going to be over here, isn't it? Let's go around there too. Much better. Nice. Right, see if we can get a little tiny drop of thinner oil on the motor. If I can find the thin oil. There it is. Okay, so that's the caps done. Cleaned the Mac. Need to demagnetize it because I mean it was picking up lots of muck. So let's demagnetize it. You'll see that the head and the pinch roller are nice and clean now. If I zoom you in, much better. Nice and shiny now, look. Rob, caps lock again, mate. Again. He's a nightmare, isn't he? I'll catch you soon, Jeff. Caps like that don't see many hours of use and not much heat. Yeah, I mean, you've got the one in the power supply there, the filter cap, but that one seemed okay. The ones in the motor section. But yeah, they all checked out fine. Well, at least we know now they'll last for another 50 odd years, won't they? Right, it's time to think about putting this back together then. This is going to be fun. We are getting there. Demagnetize, that's what I was going to do. Let me find the demagnetizer. There he is. The magic wand. Right, so let's plug him in. I'm going to turn him on for a minute. So it's got a rubber boot on the end so you can't damage the head. These are quite cheap on eBay, but they do seem to work. I mean, I've demagnetized other stuff with it to make sure it does work, and it does. So all we need to do is really just go around any metal areas that have got contact with the tape. So let's pop it on. I'm going to come in slowly. I'm going to go for the head first. Feel it vibrating and humming now. We don't want to touch the record head really, that's not going to be a problem. Capstan. Springs on these little pulleys. Tape's close to them and the little runners. Do the guides there. And the idea is you back away slowly. Do you far enough away and then flick him off. Job done. There we are. Degaussed. Rob of the cap locks. So Rob caps a lot. Okay, so both belts done. Demagnetized, cleaned. That's looking a bit manky now. I've obviously sprayed some switch cleaner onto my buttons for some reason. Right. Let's give this a brush out a minute. We'll do it here. We'll just do it out the window a minute. Give it to the neighbours. They love it. They love the dust. So Graham, more dust. More dust. We love it. We want more. Give me more dust. See what I didn't do is I didn't glue that thing, and of course my gun has turned itself off now. Created a nice special little puddle of hot glue for me. Nice. There we are, nice and clean. Clean. Put the handle back in. Right, because I've got to hot glue the microphone element in as well. Let's turn that on again. Yeah, I just want to stick a little bit of hot glue on that cap there that was glued down to the board before. It's obviously glued down for a reason. She's going to be plugged in very soon. Still no faceplate. Syntec are really messing me about. Not impressed, really. Not impressed. They've got the gear, and it's nice that they're still making stuff for this, but they've got to be able to support it with a bit of customer service, really. So I'm waiting at the moment for them to email me over a Royal Mail label so as I can personally send back the wrong faceplate and potentially never get anything back ever again. Yeah, it better do. Right, okay, so we're in business. Let's just stick some gloop on this. Don't need to be a lot, that'll do. Let's turn that off for a minute. Ideal, we'll stop it moving around. Right, I've got to work out how to put this back together now. That's the next thing, because it was a week ago I took this apart. Lots of things happen in a week. Right, so the transformer was on those two screws. Let's zoom you back out again. I don't know what the Royal Horticultural Society's got to do with electrolytics, really. I'm not sure. Switch went in there. This is a positive and negative. I'm okay so far. Well, still think it thinks it's in set pack. That's that one. Let's get the eyes on again. I can't see what we've done here. Let's get some light down on the situation. Okay, that should be easy enough to pull off. Tweeze it out. Right, positive and negative back in. Now, how the hell did this mount? Let me have a think about this then, because this wasn't the easiest of things to get out. I believe that mounts. Oops. Oopsie. Okay, so it goes that way around, doesn't it? So going there. So it's in there. Okay, so everything bolts to the lid. Okay. Right, so we've got a couple of screws that hold the, so that's number 1 Phillips, hold the mech on here, that's one. Where's the other one? There. That one looks like it's got a toothy washer on that one. So where's our star washer gone? Definitely looks like that had a star washer on it. Is it that one there? Nope. So we lost a little star washer somewhere. Let's get another one. Oh, hang on. I've got to put something else back on first, Graham. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Alright, just worried about the ground. This one's got to go on. Our little retainery thingery. This one. So I need to put a couple little drops of thread lock on some of these things. Horrible stuff. Normally ends up as a massive great blob that I get everywhere. Extreme thread locker, extremely messy. That's what that is. Extremely messy thread locker. Let's put a little bit on that one. A little bit on the mains transformer. There. Try again. Star washer. 50 million of them here now. Oh. Right, that's looking a bit more stable. Now this lot has got to bolt into this. Ooh, that went in a bit too easy, didn't it? That went in a bit too easy. Something we need to double check first though before I pop that actually in there. Let's just take that back out again. Because that little switch inside there is operated by one of these now. Which one is it? Oh, that's okay. Yeah, it's fine. Sometimes they've got to go in a inside a receptacle, or something's got to go through the hole, if you know what I mean. Not mean. Wrong screwdriver size. I haven't glued in the microphone. Will he go in, or have we got to take it all out again just to get the microphone in? Got to take it all out again to get the microphone in. Crazy. You crazy cassette. Right, actually, I'll take it all out. Just loosen this bit. The microphone. Is the microphone. Why am I doing a bad Inspector Clouseau accent? I don't know. So that's going to have some more hot snot on it. Let's get the hot snotter fired up again. Let's get some more finger in, mate. Yeah, he doesn't do it live, does he, Bob? Ha. Yeah, mend it, Marks. Got to he's got a cracking channel. I really enjoy watching his stuff. Come on, are you on or are you off? Hot snore. Yes, no? Snotter the otter. There we are. Let's push that in there. Out the way. There we go. Oh, she is. Fully snotted in. Right, as we were. There's one more down in there. Great. Give you a cutaway, but it's not actually anywhere near the screw. So I have to use a little electrician screwdriver to get that one in. Oh, steady. Seems a bit too long, that screw. I don't recollect there being a shorter one. Oh, hang on, there's one here. So I bet this is shorter, this one over here. Oh, God, this is not easy. Everything's hanging off the terminals here. That won't come out of there. Yeah, that's much bigger. Let's try the right size screw in there, that might help. It's better. Let's do that one up. Right. Speaker. Some more of the nasty extreme thread locker. Again, there's no way I'm going to pour it out the bottle because it would come out like a massive volcano full of the stuff. Like an erupting volcano everywhere. Just stop these rattling loose, I suppose, with all the data noises it's going to make now. We hope. So we've got our wires for the speaker. Now, can you remember which wire went where, anybody? Did I take a picture? I think I did, didn't I? I'm pretty sure the positive was green, but let's just double check. Good old hot snot. Or still turned that off. And it's decided to drop its guts all over my anchor. The anchor thingery. Yeah, green on the left, blue on the right. I was right. I had a 50-50 chance, didn't I, really? Drops down in there. You think it'd just give you that extra half an inch of wire, wouldn't they? Just so as you don't have to crunch the wires to get it over there. Right, now we've got a rubber piece there. What the hell was that off of? What's that come off of then? Hang on. That's definitely the right place there. Can you hear something rattly though? Now where would that rubber buffer have come from, I wonder? Only got 4 screws left. Screws left. So that's a good sign. There's thinner ones in the bottom. I thought these looked a bit thin. Why? getting there, people. We will be forming this up very shortly. Yes, thinner screws in the top than in the bottom. Do not too tight because this plastic sounds really brittle. Well, mechanically still working, but will it fire up the spectrum, I wonder? I've now got all that blue muck all over it, look, that I carefully put out the way. Pardon me. Right, let's have a bit of a clear up. Didn't use all those cotton pads after all, did I? Use a couple then, I'll be putting those back, or that one. Okay. We're nearing the time of truth. Let's get this muck off. Maybe that was on there originally, because that's well stuck. That's not something that's just happened. It's looking very nice and clean there that I've cleaned all the front. That looks quite smart, I think. Look at that. Ooh. Woohoo. Right, let's prepare for action then. So we've got to do a lot of messing with the computer PC that I'm streaming from in order to get this thing linked up. So this is going to be fun. Hopefully I've got a bit better idea after last week's efforts. I'll put a link in the description for that set of belts if anybody else needs one. You never know, someone else might have that. If you look on eBay, there's a few of these listed on eBay. I think they start from about 30 quid up to about 60, so they're crazy money really. Probably more than they would have cost when they were new. Right, making room. Hot snot. Snot. It's like spider's webs, isn't it? Gets everywhere. Took a shine to my battery replacement thingamajiggery. More finger. Okay, cassette deck. Let's zoom out. We're going to need more bench space, a bit more bench real estate for this. One Spectrum. I don't know why we've got a record and a headphone, but they were both plugged in when I got it, so I'm going to put plug them both in again now. So grey was microphone. Here. I assume we need to have this up a fairly good volume. Say put it on an 8 out of 10. That's that. Clear up this side of the bench. Get all those caps out of the way. Got our nice little switched power thingamajiggery for our authentic Sinclair ZX power supply. It's off at the moment. So let's plug that in there. So we've got our composite mod that we did last week, and that's coming in on a cable here into my capture card. So it's a little bit, we need to just swap them around. I think we'll have the Spectrum over that side and the cassette deck here. That's better. I'm quite so strained now. All good. Right, let me have a think then. So let me pop the power on. So that should give us the composite output through my capture card. Let me see if I can add it in. I might have to close the main camera, which is this one, and switch over to the webcam again like I did before, which is this one. So that's the webcam, courtesy of Mr. Rob Cross. Turn that off now, we don't need that. Do that. Let's do that a bit further up so you can see it a bit. All good. Right, let's see if I can add this input in then, or whether I'm going to have to close the other one down. Camera 4K Infinity Pro Composite PAL. Yeah, it doesn't like it, so I'm going to have to close the other connection a minute. So let's close, where is it? Intensity Pro. Camera. Intensity Pro Composite. Okay. Oh yes, look at this. Oh, excitement. Right, okay. I know that Chase HQ works. Chase HQ. I've put this in the other cassette deck and it loaded and I was able to play it. It was pretty shocking, but I was able to play it and I was really bad at it. But I'm really bad at all of these games. So I remember the key combinations this time. Doesn't pop up the eject on this for some reason. Well, I've got to have a mains cable for this, haven't I? Now, I did have one here the other day. What happened to that? What's this one here? It says chair. There's the other end of it. Right, okay, good to go. So let me see if I can get that in picture in picture. You can sort of see that. Let me just get that a bit bigger for you. Let's get that a bit bigger. Because I know you want to see my key pressing skills, don't you? You want to see my key pressing skills? this is the test. Yeah, I don't know what the bit of rubber is. I'll have to pull it apart again and find out where that went. Again, there's no manual or anything with this. That's just was glued on and it's dropped off. Right, okay. So we now know that I've got to push J and that, and that hasn't worked. Why has that not worked? We have no response from the keypad. I had this earlier and I had to unplug it and leave it for a bit longer. What's going on with this then? Obviously composite's working, that's all going to be okay. Seem to be hanging up for some reason. Not responding to the keypad. What's going on there then? What is going on, people? Anybody got any ideas? Oh, I know what that bit of rubber was. It's the leg on this one. Fool. It's the leg. It's the foot. Oh, hang on. Something's working now, look. So if we break and we type J. No. That seems to be that any of the keys are responding really. Did this earlier, but then it sort of righted itself. Let's try power cycling it again. Now, have I done something that I'm not supposed to do? Have I pushed something that I shouldn't have done? J. No, none of it's working. Why would that be then? Do we need to pull it apart again? So let's just check that the just check. Just want to check that the keyboard thingamajigger's set back in properly. It did work this morning. Have we got a memory problem with it now? Maybe a RAM chip suddenly decided it's had enough. I did have it on for quite some time earlier. It did get pretty hot where the voltage regulator is. So we'll look inside. What's going on? What's going on here? one's seated fine. That one's seated fine. Okay. I wonder if it just needed reseating that thing. Here we go then. No, you stupid man. I haven't connected it back in, did I? It didn't connect it back in. Try that again. Is it going to work? Got different colours. Plum. Doesn't sound too good. Doesn't sound too good. Oh, I think Rich might have kept his £15. I don't know. It doesn't sound too healthy. Doesn't sound too healthy, does it? Does sound slow for some reason. Yeah, it would normally have come up by now. Hi Martin, how you doing, mate? Trouble is, it's got miles to go yet. It don't sound good, does it? Interesting. I'm just going to fast forward and rewind it a minute. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, I'm just going to... Oh, so big. It seems dark in here today, doesn't it? It's just my camera settings. It might be my camera settings. It's not fast forwarding very fast either. Something in the player rubbing at the flywheel. I don't really know. Could be one of my caps not quite seated down properly. Anyway, in the meantime, we could stick it on the other one, couldn't we? While I'm doing a bit of fast forwarding and rewinding. Of course, a big boom. So let's throw in the tape. Let's just play a music tape in it, because that'll soon tell us if it's running slow, won't it? let's try a bit of fill in it. Sussudio. Being I got two, which is the worst one, I wonder. Let's have a listen. It does sound like it's rubbing on something, doesn't it? But it was slow before. I love it. It's knackered. It's knackered, that one. What is going on with that? Have we got a footboard head in it? Have I not put something back in properly? What is going on here? Let's investigate further. So there's some strange thing going on with the keypad. I may have cured that by just reseating the thing. It's almost like it's playing half speed, isn't it, this? So is something binding? Or have we got a knackered motor? Now that bit of rubber actually is one of the wheels. One of the wheels? One of the feet? Where's the goat? Shit. One of the wheels. What the hell? It's not the easiest thing to test, is it? Just having a look to see if anything's foul in here. Unless I've not got that belt on right. Maybe it goes... Maybe the belt goes slightly different, a different route, possibly. I don't know. Let's have a look at the belt a minute. Apologies, you're on the webcam now. Just wondering whether maybe that belt goes... No, it's got to go there. Yeah, I just wonder whether I got the belt in the wrong position, but... Can't really go any other position, or it could go in under there, but that wouldn't make any difference, would it? Let me get my eyes a minute. Let's have a closer look at this. Looks like there's a belt been rubbing on that. Yeah, looks like the belt's been rubbing there because I cleaned all that off. Why would it be rubbing? Oh, steady. Why would it be rubbing on that then? Got no capacitors anywhere near there. Looks like the belt is not seating properly on there. Now, can we somehow rig this so as I can play it without the no, not really. That's good. Sort of have it like that, maybe. Let's try that. Let's try a bit of filling, and I'll have to hold that up out of the way. So just have a look, see what's happening to that belt in there. Unfortunately, you can't see, but right, let's chuck Phil back in again because I think he sounded amazing. I think he sounded the business. Oh. Stay there. It's a bit... There are some live terminals back there, but I'm nowhere near them, luckily. Okay, that's playing fine like that. So something is binding. Something's binding. What is binding? Capacitor, maybe? Let's see. Try it again with the deck screwed, well, the thing screwed in here. Phil played nice then. If they copyright hit me for that, I'm gonna scream till I'm sick. Doesn't appear to be anything binding. Let's we're going to do this, Graham. Now I don't remember which one's playing now. That one, second one. Well, that sounds fine now. All I've done there was I've just bent a cap a little tiny bit. A little tiny bit. Or something binding when I put the case on, maybe. Just put a couple screws in and see if it does it now. Try it again. Wow. Seems to have righted itself. Let's try again. That's one problem solved. We've still got the problem with maybe the something in this thing, maybe not playing ball. Final go with Phil. Definitely sounds better. Maybe the belt wasn't quite on properly. Could have been, because there was some belt debris there. Right, let's hook her up again. Round 2. Round 2, Graham versus the Spectrum. Let's pop the screws back in this one a minute. We're getting there, people. Harvey, how you doing, mate? There's no point having nothing in the box, Harvey. You can't use it in the box, mate. Get it out. Let's see if it plays ball now. I've just had a tweak of the keyboard cables. Right. Spectrum, take 75. Right, okay. Nope, we want that in the picture-in-picture. Okay. Jay? No, it's not done it again. What's going on with this thing? Let's power cycle it. No. What's going on with this thing? Does it not like it because I haven't put his foot on? Right, have we got who we got? We got Harvey popped in. J. No. Why won't you J and load? Perhaps he wants the screws out. Perhaps he don't like playing with the screws in. Perhaps that's the issue. Maybe something's being flexed. I don't know. Strange. Trying, isn't it? Am I just not pushing it hard enough? Something's amiss in this. So you can't do anything but reset the thing. It seems to be deciding to work again now. Okay, here we go then. Can't hear nothing now. Oh. Oh! Rich! That sounds better. That sounds a lot better, doesn't it? It shouldn't be because the keyboard is brand new. Oh. Woke up your modem, dear. Looks hilarious. This is high tech. It does sound like the old modem noises, doesn't it? gotta love the old modem. Cool, right, so big. So big. Hang on. Let's make him smaller. We can make him smaller. It's better. Get up there. Is it going to go? Is it going to go? Is it going to fully load or not? I certainly do, Aaron. I was on CompuServe for dial-up back in the day. Yeah, can do if you want. Let's have a look, see if I can do that. How's that? How's that, Joe? Is it going to load? Is it going to load? You're welcome, Joe. What game that? It's written on the screen, Rob. Stop the tape. Press any key to continue. Ah. There we go. Yes. What's up with this keyboard then? Press gear to play, which I believe is N. Is it N? Right, I've got to find the limited instructions now, find which key is gear. There it is, it's loaded though. It has loaded, Rich, and see it, the cassette deck works. Right, spectrum controls. Gear change is N. Doesn't seem to like the keyboard though, does it? Can't find the any key. It says press. It says press gear to play. A accelerate, B brake, K left, L right. Yes, this keyboard's not responding, that's the problem. Ah. Looked like it did then for a second, didn't it? Yeah. It's not the membrane, because that's brand new. It's got to be something inside the machine. Don't press gear. Bad ground? I don't know. Let's take it apart while it's still going. Flambard's arcade. Flipping out. Flambard's still going. G is for gear, you think? It says. Is it pushing the. Nah, pushing G, still nothing. Still nothing. N is change gear. Q is quit. Poor connection where the keyboard plugs in. Cheers, Gier. Thanks for dropping in, mate. you customize the controls. No, I don't think so. Spectrum. Type load, enter. Press play. Enter. It says controls. Controls are generic for all systems because this is available on Spectrum, Amstrad, and Commodore by the looks of it. Preset keys A, break. Please note that on the 48K Spectrum, control options may only be changed once when the game is loaded. So I may have cocked up and put the inadvertently put it into keyboard into joystick mode. I bet that's what it is. I bet that's what it is. What's the bet I'm in joystick mode? I can't plug a joystick in live because it potentially could totally lash your computer up. Just want to make sure that we haven't got an issue with the flex. See that? That regulator's getting pretty hot. None of the RAM chips are on fire. The main CPU's getting fairly warm. Yeah, I suspect that what I've done is I've put it in inadvertently into joystick mode because it's got 3 different modes, and I just whacked all the buttons all at once, didn't I? So that's what's happened with that. I think. Anonymous. Thanks. I think that was Rich, wasn't it? Because the cassette deck does work amazingly. See, it's working now, he says. Press play on the tape. So shout up some games that G and Enter, Ivan, you reckon? Nice, Harvey. I've only got cider left, or wine. So shout up some games. A few of you said some games just now, didn't you? And I'll go and grab my box a minute. I've got Elite here, but that does my head in. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if the joystick works. Total Eclipse. Manic Miner, Total Eclipse. What's Gavin saying? Hotwire it and then make an escape from the police across the desert. Commando. Did they have Commando and Outrun on Spectrum? I'm going to go down and get the box in a minute. I'll be back in a couple of seconds. Well, I'm going to take me a couple of minutes to get down there and back. Oh, poor old Bones. Poor old boy. Right, I've got my box. No, you're on the wrong console. You know you're on the wrong console, Brett. You're not stupid. I know you're having a wind up, aren't you? Well, saying that, they might have been. I don't know if they were available. So let's have a look then. You never know, Brett. There might be. A lot of games were made for both, weren't they? Right. Okay. That's loading up again. Whew. Call of Duty. You're not with it, Rob, are you? Right. Got Boulder Dash Construction Kit. ATV Simulator. Rambo First Blood Part 2. Haven't seen any that I can recognise yet that you've said. Arcade Hall of Fame. Stop the tape. Okay, so it says, please note, control options cannot be remodified. Are you happy with your choice? Well, what is my choice? Let's type no. I can't see that screen, that's the trouble. It's too small. Let me get it in full screen on my computer. Well, not full screen. Let me make it bigger. No, control options. It doesn't say what the control option is though, does it? Yeah, I think that's... Oh, hang on, we're in business. So which one do we got to go forward? A. And then K is left. R is right. Ah! Oh, nice pass, Graham. Shot right coming up. Ah! Maybe I'm going too fast. Oh, get back on the road. Oh, shocking. Oh my, oh my, oh no. I'm mowing everything down here. Sounds like Mrs. Cruncher's home. Whoa. I'm great at this. To be fair, I've only got a little tiny screen that's like as big as a small tablet I can see in front of me. Time's up. It didn't like that, did it? What an amazing drive that was. Pub trivia. What have I got to do now? Have I got to carry on, have I? Well, looks like it. I'm shocking at this, aren't I? I mean, this is computer gaming back in the... What date did we say this was? 1989, was it? Whoa! Oh, bad. Bad. Lemons. No, lemons weren't available on it like this. I've got to do N to change gear, I think, am I? Let's get moving. Alright, yeah, I'm trying to change games. Yeah, it's on auto because it's going low and high, isn't it? It's like there's a gear jammed, isn't it? Right, let's forget that for a second. Oh dear. Wait, it worked, didn't it? It worked. What else have we got here then? I'm just trying to see if I can find any of these ones that you've been shouting out. We've got Boulder Dash, Nasher, 1943, Ground Force Zero, Central Pods, Wolfan, Jason's Gem, BMX Racers, Airborne Ranger, Codex, Temple of Vran, August 1990, Horace the Spider, or Horace and the Spider, The Tube, Mig Busters, Ocean Conqueror, Roadrunner and Wile Coyote, Rally Driver. What else have we got? A Moly Christmas. Lots of sort of like pre-recorded tapes. Imagine, exclusive with your Sinclair. So there's some demo tapes in here from your Sinclair magazine. Dizzy from Codemaster. So remember Dizzy. People from Cyrus. Graphic Adventure Caper. Dustin Cybernoid. School Days. Ghostbusters we got. I wonder if the Ghostbusters one's talks in this one. Definitely get that one out because I remember that one from the Commodore 64. Mountains of Cat, Ace of Aces, Turbo Esprit, Arachnoid, Wolfpack, Strike Force, Void Runner. Can't see any that you've said. Driller, Ace 2, D-Day, Deep Strike, Operation Wolf, Periscope, Horizons, Jet something or other. Thrust, Chucky Egg, Afterburner. Did someone say Afterburner? Scooby-Doo and Scrappy 2, another BMX one. Super Dragon Slayer Sinclair chess. Sinclair Christmas collection here somewhere. Knight Raider. Pist. Lightning Simulator. Batty Race for Fun. Willow Pattern. Anybody, any of those that I've just read out, any good to anybody? Or didn't you hear any of those? No Jet Set Willy. Oh, there's a lot of games. A lot. It looks really dark, doesn't it? I've got one light down, but it shouldn't look that dark. That's better. Whew, there's a lot of games there. Road Rash. Let's try Ghostbusters, shall we? Can't go wrong with a bit of too bright now. Can't go wrong with a bit of Ghostbusters, can you? Can't go wrong with a bit of Ghostbusters. I bet it doesn't talk in this one like it does on the Commodore, does it? Let's rewind it. Let's be good. Ghostbusters. No one think. I don't think there was Jetpack in there, was there? Did you hear me call it Jetpack? I mean, there might have been, but I can't recollect. No Manic Miner, no Jetpack, as far as I can see. Orc Attack, Boulder Dash 2. Boulder Dash was quite good. I used to enjoy that on the Commodore. The eject's not very keen on this. You've got to have long fingernails for the eject. Right, let's see if we can get this thing to work on Ghostbusters then. How are we doing for time? Because Mrs. Cruncher has just come home now, so it's got to be at least 4:30. 5:15. Wow. Okay. Where's my power lead? Is it going to work? Right, I'm going to leave that loaded for a second, and I'm going to go and say hello to Mrs. Cruncher. So I'll leave you with that Ghostbusters loaded. Right, is it still loading? What's it saying? I can't see, it's too small. Is it asking me to do something? I can't see. It does seem a bit dark, doesn't it, for some reason? (1984). Ha! Excellent. Your ZX81. That was a predecessor to this, Alan, wasn't it? No, I don't think it's Jet Set Willy, did I? Arnie. I mean, there's some games that are a bit deeper that I haven't managed to get to. Let's go deep. Pyramid. Pyramid. Christmas collection. The 2 playable demos. Alien Evolution. Last Duel. Orc Attack. Tapper. The official arcade game. Orbix the Terror Ball. Is that data still? Yeah, okay, still going. Lightning. No, it doesn't appear that I've got any of those that you've said about. Anyone? Oh, hello. We're going to go for one then. Keyboard functions. Up and down, QA, OP and Z. QA, OP and Z. Okay. What do I do now? Just push enter? Whoa, it does say it. Another wasp in here. It's not quite got the same or is there something missing? I used to love this game back in the day. I spent hours playing this and I never was any good at it. There's a bloody wasp in here again. Right. Oh, hang on. Can you go backspace? I don't know if you can on this one. Yeah, no, it's black. CNN. Okay, we'll go with that. No. Okay. Right, press space and car number to view car options. Space 1. I have 10,000, so shall we better have the 963 hearse, haven't we? I seem to be getting N. It keeps going N every time I push it. It's almost like the N key is stuck. Do you think we got enough membrane, perhaps? Ah. Yeah, we keep doing this. We keep doing this. Cheers, Mike. Catch you soon, mate. Yay! Got it. Yeah. It is a brand new membrane though, so it should be fine, shouldn't it, in theory? Portable laser confinement. Can't have that. Not enough money. Gonna have to go for number 1, I think. 400? 800? Yeah. Use joystick to control forklift. Of course, you've got to control the forklift, haven't you, to take it. You've got to load them up onto the car. I'm not sure how you do that in this mode. You've got to load them onto the actual car itself. is a pain. Turn vehicle selection. Space. Okay. I've got to have something. So I need to get the PK energy thingy. Was it A? Oh, okay. Hang on. Okay. Whoa, hang on. Okay. It was A. So we want that one. Which was the ones? O and P, wasn't it? O and P, was it? Left and right? K and L. Enter. Well, that's going up and down. Oh dear. So controls. Yeah, really you need the joystick for this. You pick image intensifier. I'd love to pick something, but see, that goes up and down. Try Z. Ah. Yeah, we want that. So yay! Well done. So then Z again. Oh, now we're motoring. Oh my god, so Z. Go with that one. Marshmallow sensor, we better have the lot, haven't we? From E to end. I'm trying to E and enter. Yeah. Come on. Come on. You can do it. E. Only want E. 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 Definitely got a key issue here somewhere along the lines. Is it this one or is it with this one? Yeah. It's so if I push that, I can get that. So we can go up and down with that. Do I need to then go across there? I've got everything I need. I just need to end it. Ah. Ha ha ha. Run. Yeah, I'm pushing E, bizarre, but it's not talking to me. No. I mean, the up and down goes, left and right was working while I just select something. No. I mean, I don't think the keyboard is working properly. I don't think it's working properly, do you? I mean, we're nearly there, but I'm pushing E and nothing's happening. Absolutely nothing's happening. Nothing's happening, look. You know, I've tried reseating the things here. You know, they could have got a bit gungy. Yeah, it's like some of the keys aren't working. I don't know why, because as I say, it is a new keyboard. New keyboard and new membrane. Cool. Tell you what, that heatsink's bloody hot. Whoa, that's dumping a load of heat off of that. That's never supposed to get that hot, surely. We definitely need to change that regulator. Yeah, the Z80 chip is pretty hot. Memory chips aren't overly hot. My composite mod appears to have worked. Yeah. And all the pads look fine on the membrane. Nope. Drop the input voltage to the regulator is not working so on. Keyboard matrix scan fault. Could be. Yeah, Yeah, see, sort of some of the keys are working there. So Z key works, and you can take that and dump it off. But we haven't got enough money. No, it's running off of its own power supply. Got the wine on the go now, that. I don't know which is the PLA chip in these, to be fair. I've not done anything with these before. It could be a dirty connector pin, I suppose. But yeah, that is hot as you like that. Try reseating that. I don't know where the keyboard goes through though. It'll take me a fair while to trawl through that lot. I can give those a little hit with the because it's carbon plastic painted. I can give it a little hit with some of the fader lube. Can just wipe over the contacts with it. But it does appear that the keyboard is not very responsive, which it should be because it's got a brand new keyboard membrane. I mean, it appears to be gripping it all right. Definitely in the right way round. No, this is the only one I have. Yeah, the old one, the old membrane I had is absolutely knackered. I've just chucked that in the bin this morning. But it could be one of the ICs, that's the problem. What I need is a test disc that I can put in it. That I can test with. Aston said he sent me something on the computer, but I haven't got time to do it now, unfortunately. Actually, no, it's just let's try something else. Let's just try that beachhead. I'm gonna have to knock it on the head for today, I think. But always good fun, isn't it? Try beachhead too. The problem is it's a lot of typing stuff, isn't it? You've got to type everything in. At least we sorted the tape deck anyway. We know that works now. Right, let's power cycle it again. You think the ULA does a keyboard? Oh, no. Maybe I did that too quick. At least I know how to load it now. That. This is Beachhead 2 now. Just see what this one does. Come on, computer, do something. Squealing now. I don't know. It's black and white now, isn't it? It looks like it. Oh no. Well, it's not a lot happening there now. A black screen situation. Still doing things though, by the sound of it. Should have loaded by now, really. It's nearly finished. No, that one's not going to load, I don't think. Still going unless it goes all the way to the end. Might go all the way to the end, you never know. Return to Oz. No, that one's not loaded up by the looks of it. Turbo Outrun. No, that one's a no-go. I don't know why we've got a black screen though, to be fair. Yeah, it's still black and white, isn't it? Well, that I think is enough of that, isn't it? We're gonna have to call it a day. But just looking down through the chat. Carbon tracers on the PCB. I'll have to do a bit of research, but it did work, didn't it? I mean, we did have it working. It did play games, but it might just be overheating with that blimmin' thing. There's only one socketed component in there. Yeah, there's only one socketed chip in there, and that's the main. Well, no, it's not the main processor. It's the ULA. It's the only socketed chip in there. But that is running stupidly hot. That. How crazy is that? I mean, is that literally there's that heat all generated from the voltage regulator? I'll have to get the microscope out and go over all the connections. Take the doodad out of its socket, the ULA, because that is getting pretty hot. I can't really see it there. No, I need the main camera back. So there we are. That's it for today. Will we visit it again? I don't know. I mean, I will tinker around with it. I'll see if I can get it working. I'll let it all cool down. I'll change that regulator for one of those Traco ones and see if we can't get it running a bit better. I will get it out and have a look at under the microscope. We went around and checked the caps pretty much. I don't think there was an issue with the caps on it. For some reason it's gone black and white. Maybe I've overdriven the video with my new transistors. I don't know, but it's supposed to be a known mod for it. Anyway, Mrs. Cruncher's back with the dogs, so that's me done for today. I hope you've enjoyed that. Bit of fun. We did get some games working. You did hear the retro computer noise. And the Ghostbusters. Yeah, it's a lot of heat coming out of that in there. So thanks everybody. Thanks again for the tips. Much appreciated. And Richard unfortunately did lose his bet because the cassette deck did load the tapes in the end. We did get the cassette deck working. I don't know why it's rubbing. I just moved one capacitor very slightly and it worked fine. I don't know why. There you are. It's great to see these old computers still running, and hopefully it'll continue and we'll get it going properly, because the last thing you want is something that's intermittent and a bit finicky. There's nothing worse than that, is there? You're trying to play a game, all of a sudden the thing freezes or crashes. It's an absolute nightmare. You drive me to drink. So cheers everybody, have a great one. And I'll see you next Sunday, if not before. So bye for now.